Apparently, there are some reports that the Chinese government began sort of clamping down on them. What exactly is the situation?
So I want to make a distinction between a normal wet market, which is just a farmer's market where fresh farm produce are brought to the general public, which is very widespread, and normally they sell normal fresh farm produced meats. And there's also the wildlife game market, which is a market where more exotic animal parts were being sold. So there are two separate things.
Correct.
And there's no shutting down wet market in general, because that's just like a normal farmer's market where most people
Which is why I said wildlife wet markets, the exotic animals. Yeah.
Yes. Now, so according to Chinese laws, right, the consumption of wildlife animal parts is very restricted, and it is banned. But the problem is with law enforcement, because for most of the local government, they for longest time they have different priorities. Before the COVID-19 crisis really break out, the most Chinese local government officials are concerned with economic growth, with curbing the pollution, right? So the enforcing the wildlife protection laws is normally on the bottom list of the priorities. So even though the laws were there, most of the time they're just not enforced. But with this COVID-19 crisis that really hits home, now the Chinese central government is really going to pay attention to make sure all the local officials are now enforcing the laws on the book. Right?
Absolutely. So this is obvious. This is the learning curve.